journalism today with the rank of a professor of Symbiosis International University, it is only because of my interest in writing. Some of the techniques of writing like style, content, presentation, general grammar, all this I have learned even during my participation in debate competitions at the inter-college and inter-university level. But then I was always fascinated. I was always interested to do articles, editorials, articles. But as you know, editorials are not done by contributors or freelancers. It is only the senior-most staffers who do editorial writing, assistant editors, associate editors. My brother used to tell me, one way of entering the edit page of an important newspaper earlier, in 80s, when I started writing for Statesman and Hindustan Times. My brother told me that you start writing letters to the editor. That is one way by which, you can hit the bullseye. You can impress upon the editor. So I did that for about 6 to 8 months. I had written so many letters, and always my letter was the first letter with a DC headline, a double column headline, always. On their editorials, articles I used to write. And I was very happy, I heaved with a sigh of relief when the editor himself, Mr. Amalendu Dasgupta, editor of Statesman, he wrote me a letter saying that my letters to the editor are very good. They are always, given priority. They are well researched and thought-provoking. Why shouldn't I try my hand at writing articles? So it is then that, after that mail, that letter, my adventure into journalism started. And the first article I did was on towards collective self-reliance. At that time, I got the first prize in the All India Research Competition, sponsored by the India International Center, New Delhi. That was the most prestigious research competition at the university level, and the topic was on Indo-US relations. A lot of debate was going on. Third world countries, developed countries, developing, underdeveloped countries, the role of India. And then I wrote an article on towards collective self-reliance. And from that day onwards, there was no looking back. And because Statesman was publishing my articles, Hindustan Times also started carrying my articles. Hindustan Times and Statesman, as you know, at that time, in 80s, were rivals. And then, there was a vacancy in Indian Express, Bangalore. An ad came, writers wanted. And then I just applied. And at that time there were no these internships, placements and things like that. And I just applied. And I didn't have a journalism degree. I was a student of political science. I was just doing my PhD at that time. Not PhD, MPhil. And then that came the reply from Mr. Arun Shauri, who was the editor-in-chief of Delhi, that you have been selected in absentia. And when I sent my, I would like to just tell you that when I sent my CV with about 5 to 6 articles in Statesman in the Hindustan Times, that held the key, and I was selected in absentia. So I have no regrets. But then because I could do well in journalism, I thought that of having put in 24 years of service, I thought that I can do a better job by joining academics. So basically I was an academic at heart while joining Indian Express Bangalore in 1987. But then, I'm enjoying my career at SIMC in academics. So an academic turned journalist again is back to academics.